All right, Shalom, Yasharala. I'm giving infinite honors to my Heavenly Father, my great King, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Hara Kakadash. Double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. And salutation to my fellow laborers in the Mashak Yahushai, pushing his beloved doctrine across the four winds in this final hour. Shalom. Okay. And I'm going to get straight into the point on this one. And this is about the internet getting shut down, all right? All these things that happen in this final hour is all prophecy. And the Lord has commanded us to be occupied in prophecy, all right? And Donald Nero Trump has been, over the last 7 to 8 years, even during this time he's been out of the presidency, he's been talking about censoring and shutting down the internet. Okay, once the internet is censored and shutting down, the famine of the word is implemented. All right, and once the internet is censored and shut down, that's the devil moving forward with his new world order. Okay, these are the times we're living in. They are beautiful. Okay, so the Lord told us to stay on our watch. All right, and say what He has to give us. So He gives us this information. All right, this well of springs, and He tells us to go proclaim it throughout the four winds. So the internet will get shut down, and then when they boom it back up, it's going to be censored. There's going to be nothing like it is right now. Okay, like right now, how you could type anything, go look for anything. All right, it's not going to be like that. You're not going to be free to go look up history, old articles. All right, things that are contrary to this new legislation's agenda. All right, it's going to be like the book. If you ever seen that book, read that book, Salakia, 1984 by George Orwell. All right, Big Brother is going to watch you. He's going to censor everything. And if you don't do everything accordingly, he's going to throw you in concentration camps and kill you. All right, this is where we're at. All right, and Donald Nero Trump, he's that cruel Lord you read about in Isaiah. Let me get that precept. And since 2015, this is what he's been saying. All right, now this is from Time, all right, reputable news source. And this is what Donald Trump wants to do. It says Donald Trump wants to close all parts of the internet. Now, this is articles in 2015. All right, this is a 2015 article, December 15th, 2015. All right, and this is what it says. Donald Trump reiterated in the fifth Republican debate on Tuesday night that he would be open to closing parts of the internet to prevent ISIS from attracting recruits, but it wasn't clearly what he meant. All right, now listen. ISIS, Al-Qaeda, all these boogeyman, Ishmaelite boogeyman, they're gonna be a thing of the past. All right, it's gonna go down to they're gonna boil it down to domestic terrorists. All right, and they're gonna say that they're closing parts of the internet to stop so-called Negroes and Native Americans and people of Hispanic descent from coming to be black Hebrew Israelites. You see what I'm saying? This is just them passing all of this legislation for these boogeyman. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. They're doing all of that ultimately to stop the word from going out, okay? Because ISIS it has nothing to do with America. This stuff is going on with ISIS is on a whole different side of the earth, okay? Another hemisphere, all right? But they're passing that legislation for the people here, and it's preferably for us brothers in this faith, all right? And look, let's interchange this word ISIS right here with the Hebrew Israelites. All right, it says ISIS is recruiting through the internet. All right, and so they could say the Hebrew Israelites is recruiting through the internet. Most of us got this truth through the Urim and the Thummim. Okay, so that's how I got this truth from looking on the internet. Okay, it says ISIS is using the internet better than we are using the internet, and it was our idea. Trump said. And see, ISIS is a boogeyman. All right, ISIS just a formula they use to get who they really want to get. All right, this has nothing to do with ISIS. The Lord giving us eyes to see. All right, it's really for the Israelites. Okay, who they're going to deem domestic terrorists. I want to get brilliant people from Silicon Valley and other places and figure out a way that ISIS can't do what they're doing. All right, so they say ISIS It's doing all these things in the planet Earth and recruiting people because of the liberty that you can get on the internet and recruit and say whatever you want to say. Salakia. Okay? So when us brothers go out week in and week out, prophesying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, you can use that model that they're implementing for us. Okay? You have people waking up, they're going to say we're anti-Shemitic, all right? They're going to say we're anti-Shemites, all right? And we're preaching hate, okay? And they're going to throw some false flags in there, so you can't throw that away, all right? And all of this shutting down the internet is for us. And then when they roll it back up, it's going to be censored, okay? And what else does it say? CNN moderator Wolf Blitzer tried to get Trump to clarify, are you open to closing parts of the internet, Blitzer asks? I would certainly be open to closing areas where there are at war with somebody, Trump said. I sure as hell don't want to let people that want to kill us and kill our nation use our internet. Yes, sir, I am. Okay. So this is in 2015. Now let's keep going down this wormhole. All right. The next article, all right, where he's reiterating what he said. This is from 2020. All right. Could Donald Trump claim a national security threat to shut down the internet? All right. And this is from Bookings. All right. This is the name of the website, Bookings. All right. And let's see what he says. He doubled down on it. This is 5 years later. This is June 25th, 2020. All right. So he doubles down on what he said. All right. In 2020. I have the right to do a lot of things that people don't even know about. That's an arrogant, proud motherfucker too, man. He's definitely Nero Trump, bro. I'm telling you. Donald Trump told a reporter in 2020 over Office Exchange, one of those powers is his authority to shut down radio, television, both wireless and wired phone networks, and the internet. Okay? And the internet. And when you quote, and all of those places is information. That's where you get information from. All right. When he shuts down the information highway, then what does he want to do? He wants to give you only his poison, only his wine. And that's the same thing they did in the ancient world. Let's prove it. He's of his father, he's of the line of the Idumeans. All right. He's doing the same thing. What's going on here? Shit. Bull crap. All right. He's doing the same thing Epiphanes did in the ancient world. Let's prove it. Okay. This is First Maccabees. It's nothing new under the sun. I'm gonna go straight to the point. 1 and 44. All right. Epiphanes wanted to shut down all information that was contrary to his agenda. They call it Greek Hellenization, okay? And in his modern term, you call it Westernization, all right? In these modern times. This is First Maccabees 1 and 44. For the king, talking about Epiphanes, the fourth, had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they shall follow the strange laws of their land. So look, he's telling you you can only follow and do our laws. You can only get the information that we give to you, all right? Anything that's contrary to our laws, our philosophies, you can't do it, all right? This is what Epiphanes did in the ancient world. This is what Trump is going to do with the internet in this modern time. And forbid burnt offerings, sacrifice, and drink offerings in the temple, and they should profane the Shabbats and the festival days. So anything, any philosophy that's contrary to us, you can't do it. I don't care about your heritage, your customs, your culture. If you're found doing it, I'm going to kill you. All right? That's what's about to happen in this modern time. There's nothing new under the sun. And pollute the sanctuary and the holy people. So what does he want to do? He wants to shut down us going out here prophesying, teaching the truth of the scriptures, okay? And set up altars, groves, chapels of idols, sacrifice wine flesh, and unclean beasts. Now, you know what you are going to be able to do? You're going to be able to practice pedophilia, homosexuality. You're going to be able to indulge in detestable foods. He only wants to give you his wine. You're going to be able to listen to detestable music. All right. He's gonna make void the law, and you can be lawless. The new legislation, the new constitution that's going to be rolled out is lawlessness. All right. Anti-Mashiach doctrine. Okay. That's what you will be able to do. That's the information that they're going to pump into you. Okay. They should also leave their children uncircumcised, and you're going to have to educate your children with the information that they give you, or else. If you found teaching your children something contrary to the information they give you, all right, you're going to be deemed a terrorist, a domestic terrorist, and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation, to the end that they may forget the law, change all the ordinance, and whoever will not do according to the king, he said he should die. All right, now let's look at this. Let's look at this. Now we're going to see it's nothing new under the sun. This is the same thing that they're going to do when they shut down the internet and censor it. The only information, the only criteria, the only history, the only philosophies that you can go out and repeat and deal with is what they give you. Any philosophy that you have in your mindset that's contrary to yours, if you found partaking in it, you will be put to death. Nothing new under the sun. All right. And he said, I have the right to do a lot of things that people don't know about. Donald Trump told a reporter 2024 Slack in a 2020 Oval Office exchange. One of those powers is his authority to shut down radio, television, both wireless and wired phone networks and internet. That's what Epiphanes did in the ancient world. All right, all these things is information highways. All right, tools to bring information on the highways. All right, so that's what Trump is doing in the modern times. The same thing Epiphanes did. All right, Epiphanes had that herald come out to all of the cities in Judea and read his decree. All right, an obscure provision tucked at the back of the Communications Act, SEC .706, codified as 47 USC 606, empowers the president to cause the closing of any station for radio communications, such as broadcasting or mobile phone networks, as well as cause the closing of any facility or station of wire communications, all right, internet, such as telephone and internet works. All the necessary for the exercise of this huge power is a proclamation, Salakia, by the president of national emergency in the case of broadcasting stations and mobile phones are the interests of the national security. And they're going to say it's going to be the interest of the national security to get these black Hebrew Israelites off the airways so they can stop pushing their rhetoric that's making people wake up and be anti-Shemitic and be anti-American, okay? And we need to shut this down, all right? And we need to revise it, do away with the old and bring into the new, okay? That's what they're ready to do, New World Order, okay? That's what they're doing. No different than what Epiphanes did in the ancient world, all right? The statute also gives the president the power to suspend or amend FCC regulations. See, so when they say suspend and amend means to change the law, man. That's all the amendment is. All right. That's how they got the guy Nicky Barnes in the 70s. He was a smooth operator. They couldn't catch him on nothing. They couldn't use all of their resources to pin him with a crime. So they added amendments to the law so they could make up some shit to get him because he outwitted him. He outsmarted him. And his homeboy right here, man, Frank Matthews, he was so smart, they never caught his ass. He the one that got away. So you can never win with this devil. The system is rigged. And when you find loopholes and you start outwitting him and outsmarting him, he's going to go back on his word and just make some shit up to condemn you. Like a RICO, when they bring these RICO cases on guys, these guys don't have to be your name just have to come up amongst a bunch of niggas that's doing crimes. All right. You don't have to be the partake in it. You don't have to be connected to them in no kind of way. All they got to do is say your name in the song. Now you implicated in the RICO and they throwing your ass away. And that's just something that they conjured up to get to knock whole crews off. All right. It's really unconstitutional. Okay. So that's what these devils is about to do, man. That's what they coming down the pipe with, right? They say he's going to amend FCC regulations. So what he's going to do when he amended, we're not going to be able to teach what we're teaching right now, Aki. And even the doomsday preppers, these truthers out here, so-called truthers out here, Canadian prepper, full spectrum survival, New York prepper, all right, redactive, all of these whistleblowers amongst their own nations. All right, you're not going to be able to hear them on the internet. Debut, okay? You're not going to be able to listen to them. Anybody that says anything contrary to the system is going to be shut down, censored, and those people are going to be deemed terrorists, picked up and thrown in a dungeon, man. Okay? Now, this is 2020, him doubling down. Let's see what happened in 2021 when Biden got in office, okay? All right? Check this shit out. Now, this is what happened when Biden got in office. It says, time to take away Trump's internet kill switch. This is June 2021. U.S. President, and this is Access Now. In June 2021, U.S. President Biden rescinded former President Trump's executive order banning TikTok and WeChat. U.S. President Trump banned 2 apps affiliated with companies in China based on emergency for which there is little public evidence. If Trump is willing to exercise his emergency power without evidence to ban apps, he may avail himself of a similar law that allows him to shut down the internet entirely. And that's just what he's going to do this time. He's going to do it this time. Everything, all that rhetoric he's been and things he's been saying from 2015 and before, this go round, when he gets into office, he's going to do all of those things. All right. And he's been saying this since 2015. Okay. To keep on in the U.S., we must dismantle the president's kill switch. All right. Now the president's back. He's back, baby. Okay. So you ain't gonna dismantle nothing. He's gonna fulfill that enterprise. He's gonna push what you tried to stop him from pushing. Okay. Let me go a little farther down. Shalom, Yahweh Shabbat. Yeah, Ash. Okay. All right. Earlier this month, Trump invoked his emergency powers to ban 2 apps with Chinese ties. All right. The executive orders claim a national emergency under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act regarding foreign powers exploiting vulnerabilities in the information technology supply chain. See, that's what they want to turn down, the information that's coming via the internet. And really, they want to shut down. All right? You got a lot of people blowing whistles, exposing the government for being wicked and satanic. That's what they did. They all about shutting that down, man. That you have just truth springing up, well water springing up throughout the planet, and this devil exposed. People are coming to fruition that the so-called white man is the devil the Bible speak of, and furthermore, they are linking him up with as being an Edomite, not no Britain or Russian or Irishman or Englishman or all of those things he's coined himself, American. All right. The Lord has the prophets out to expose you and give him his biblical nationality. The only nation under the sun that found no place of repentance and that are condemned, that the Lord is going to annihilate off the planet Earth. They're the red Hebrew Edomites, okay? And they want this information to stop coming on the planet Earth. You got light bearers bearing light in this dark earth that he's consumed with his gross darkness. His cover cast that he's put on the planet Earth to darken the minds of the simpletons and the peoples of the earth. All right, light is getting put on, and he's mad. All right, and that lets him know he has but a short time to rule. Okay, the prophet's disposing his ass through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Rashad. So he wants this information technology supply chain done, which is the internet. All right, say men shall go to and fro in the final hours, and knowledge shall be increased. All right, he wants to shut it down.
what was used for him to usher in this age of information and make everything easy, has been used against him by the prophets getting their hands on it, pushing this doctrine of life. All right, the internet was really created for the prophets, man, for us to get this doctrine. All right, first and foremost, and state the apps threaten national security. And they're going to say we're threatening national security. You got to understand, all of these things that they're using to pass this legislation is fake. This is ultimately for us, brothers. Okay, they're going to say that we're threatening national security. All of this legislation getting passed is going to be ultimately used on us. All right, security, foreign policy, and the U.S. economy. All right, and you got to remember when Rome burnt and the economy was crashing, they put it on the Christians. Okay, same thing's going to happen again. With these emergency declarations, Trump has the power to take extraordinary action against foreign companies. All right, and he's going to take it against us because it's going to go from a war on foreign entities to domestic entities. All right, they're going to say all of these things that happen because of the Black Hebrew Israelites. We got to turn this internet off because of these Black Hebrew Israelites. All right, they're exposing us. There's people starting to see now. We have to get rid of them. They're waking up the tribes. They're coming together. They don't believe things that we're selling to them anymore. All right. All right. We are forcing him to do these things. All right. All right. And now that's 2021. I'm gonna keep going down the wormhole. This one should be 2023. Every year he doubles down. Is this one from 2023? Yep. Monday, December 18, 2023. All right. This is from the Independent website. Trump may turn off the internet if reelected, former aide says. You see, this is going to happen. This is going to happen, Naki. Though it tarry, it will surely come to pass. The internet is about to get shut down. All right. And we're going to be deemed public enemy number one. Okay. This is what it says. One of Donald Trump's former staffers claimed that the former president may turn off the internet if he's reelected. This is about to happen. 2025 just may be the year it all gets shut down. And that new world order, that new system, that new legislation is rolled out on all platforms. All right. And we be disconnected from society. All right. I seen a brother do a video, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Okay. All of these so-called technological perks we got, the internet, running water, air conditioning, heating, central air and heat, PlayStation, all these things, smartphones, all that's going to be taken away from us, brothers. All right? We're going to be on the run. Pilgrims in the earth, disconnected from the matrix, man. Disconnected from the grid, man. Okay? And all we're going to have to trust in is Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? Miles Taylor, Mr. Trump's former chief of staff at the Department of Homeland Security, made the claim during an appearance on MSNBC. Mr. Taylor was asked what kind of damage Mr. Trump could potentially do if he were reelected in Oval Office in 2024. All right. So this has happened. Let's see what the response was. The possibilities are almost limitless, Mr. Taylor said. You see, he's going to have the power to do it. And what man is ordained for the job but him? He's going to do it. The biggest concerns for me are the ones on national security side. I think Americans still don't understand the full extent of the president's powers and things Donald Trump could do. Bubble wrapped in legalities. Yes, it's all wrapped in all of these executive orders that were signed by Obama, like the National Defense Authorization Act. They even got one of those acts where you can't even grow food and grow seed and vegetables in your yards, man. They got all type of shit wrapped around in laws and unrighteous decrees, where they just gonna come down on the people, and the people of this nation are gonna become the enemies. Okay, that will be damaging to the republic. We're gonna do away with the republic. This is about to be a dictatorship. Okay, he claimed that Mr. Trump can invoke powers we've never heard a president of the United States invoke, and that's because of the legislation that has been passed over the years by other presidents, which include the potentially shut down companies
turn off the internet or deploy U.S. military on U.S. soil. All right, and they have legislation where they can come seize your resources off your house. If you got acreage and you got a lot of cattle on your acreage, all right, let's say you got 1,000 head of cattle and you got 18,000 acres of land, they can come seize your shit and take the resources off your shit, man. All right, they can do these things. They have legislation that's been passed for them to be able to do these things. Okay, and Trump is going to be the one to do it. Okay, he's going to want to get World War III popping and all these things we've been reading about, sign about rolling, man. Okay, once that shut down, it won't be no more profits on the block, man. We don't know because the things that are in there, the emergency powers of the president are widely known to the American people. He said, "All right, yeah," because for him to invoke him, this one thing he will have to do 9 times out of 10. All right, damn near 10 times out of 10, he's gonna have to do a false flag coming down the pipe. Once you have a false flag, some type of major catastrophe, all right, he's gonna be able to get all power. He ain't gonna be no more runoffs for presidents. Life as you know it, America as you know it, is gonna be different. Okay, you just need one good false flag, blow some shit up, put it on the Black Hebrew Israelites, shut down the internet, all hell break loose, and out of that chaos, you have a tyrant. You have a damn Russian czar, basically. What Americans say they hate, they're gonna have a fucking totalitarian society governed by a monolithic king with draconian laws govern this motherfucker. And let's see what the scriptures call it. Let's see what the scriptures say about it. This is basically what you're gonna have in the coming days. We love it. All right. This is Isaiah 19:4. All right. It's a 4-time written. And the Egyptians will I give into the hand of a cruel Lord. All right. Donald Trump is that cruel Lord. All right. Me speaking as a man, if he get in power, if he able to make it to the inauguration, he's the cruel Lord. All right. And let's say, hypothetically speaking, he's not. Whoever in power and whatever's about to happen in 2025, the government is the cruel Lord. Okay. Donald Trump will be the president, so he'll be the head of the snake. All right. When we know ultimately the cruel Lord is really those corporate bankers. They're the ones that control everything. Donald Trump really a puppet. And a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord, and the Lord of hosts. See, but the reason what makes Donald Trump that fierce king, all right, because he's going to do the bidding of his handlers. And his handlers are feasts. They look at all Americans. They don't look at those as their fellow people, their race of their nation. They look at them as goyim, okay? They look at them as cattle. So they don't look at them as brothers, okay? So they're going to oppress their own people, okay? And the Egyptians will I give into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, all right? And this fierce king is going to take away your civil liberties, okay? And this is what he said. He said the potential for Mr. Trump to use his presidential powers as bludgeons against his political enemies is a big worry for people like me and others. And he's going to do all these things, man. All right, he's going to do like those ancient Roman emperors used to do. They used to kill those people in the Senate that came against them. All their opposition, they used to whack them, man. There's nothing new under the sun, man. He's going to do the same thing they did in the ancient world. But that weaponization of the government could extend across the integrity of places where we haven't seen it before. Yeah, because he'll be a cruel Lord. All right, he's going to be a totalitarian king, man. All right, the Department of Education, the Department of Veteran Affairs, ways to wield that power and those budgets to help his allies and to hurt his enemies. Mr. Teller said, "Yeah, the Department of Education, man, is going to be revamped. All these black women that are prideful, And about their degrees they got, that shit about to be coming out. Donald Trump gonna get rid of all that shit. All right, he gonna get rid of all that. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait either, boy. All right, your degree ain't gonna be nothing in this new world order. Okay, AI gonna take over. AI gonna do the teaching. All right. Your accolades ain't gonna do nothing for you. You're gonna be, it's just only gonna be the super rich and the poor. Okay. And it's gonna be like, well, what good is your education? What good is it? Okay. So absolutely nothing. All right, now this article is from the ACLU. All right, now this should be 2024 too. So from 2015 to 2024, 9 years, it's been saying the same thing. Okay. All right. Oh no, this is the one that's speaking against Trump about what Trump's going to do. Let me see. Which one I was going to bring out. Let me go down a little farther. Let me get straight to the point. All right, here we go. And that's from the ACLU, and this is what they said. This article is in 2024. In service of his agenda, Trump can also exploit the executive branch's vast and unprecedented powers to spy on American lives with dragnet surveillance of our data. So just do away with the Constitution. All that is illegal. All right. Now let's let you know this Constitution that's up and running is about to be done away with because this is going to be legal for him to do these things. Though Big Brother surveillance programs like Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, FISA, and Executive Order 12333, which results in mass collection of our private data and the government purchase of mass quantities of data from commercial brokers, the federal government can search our private communications and commercial brokers. So, brothers, we are marked men. Us brothers that's been teaching this doctrine, you got to know you public enemy number one. You somewhere in the FBI office on a wall with red circles wrapped around your head. Your ranking, where you at in the camp. They know all these things. Personal phone calls, all that. They doing all of these things. What they saying that Trump is going to do to get power, they already doing it. All right, we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. Okay, the federal government can search our private communications and informations without a warrant, without meaningful safeguards necessary to protect our rights. You see, so in the name of protecting your rights, they're going to do away with the Constitution. All right, they're going to censor the internet. They're going to take away your civil liberties. All right, to the point you're just a slave. Okay, they're going to make you put microchips and implant it in your body in the name of protecting your rights. Okay, it's all bullshit. Ultimately, there is also a history of law enforcement and intelligence agents abuse of these tools. It is all too easy to foresee Trump using the overboard and dangerous spying powers to surveil and discriminate against political opponents and people and communities already in his crosshairs, protesters, communities of color, immigrants, and people speaking abortion's agenda affirming care all face even greater faces to their privacy and rights. All right. Yeah, he's going to take away all that shit, man. It's going to be illegal to say certain things. All right. Anything you say against the system will get you condemned. All right. In the new internet, when they roll it up, if you type in something that's against, if you type in something that's against the new legislation, they're going to come for you. All right. If you type in the so-called black man of the tribe of Judah, you're gonna have feds at your fucking door. Okay, they're gonna censor everything. This is what they did in ancient world. This is Daniel 8:25, and through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. You see, so through policy and protecting your liberties, what is he gonna do? He's gonna do the same thing Epiphanes did in ancient world. He's gonna censor the internet and take away your rights. And throw you in concentration camps and take you to guillotines, okay? and he shall magnify himself in his heart. And that's why I say Donald Trump, he talks a lot of shit. All right. He's full of pride and arrogancy. And by peace shall destroy many. He's doing this for your rights, right? So by these fake ass covenants he's talking about peace, he's gonna really be destroying you, all right, and putting you in a ditch. He shall also magnify himself against the prince of princes, but he shall be broke without hand, because ultimately they're gonna be shooting those arrows at our great king when he enters the atmosphere. Okay, so this is prophecies being fulfilled. These are the things that you're seeing on the news day in and day out. All right. All of this is prophecy coming to pass. So, hey, we almost out of here. Jacob Trouble is in there. You can smell it. It smell like it's gonna be here for 2025. Something about to happen. Something real critical. Something real catastrophic is about to happen real soon in the coming months. Something bad is about to happen for him to get this thing all the way popping. All right. This is Sirach 12:7. And it reads, man, how can I move this shit out the way? Fuck. All right. That's not what I want. Bear with me. I need verse 10. Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like is rusted, like iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, take good heed and beware of him. All right. And the only way you can do that is through the Spirit. The Lord give us eyes to see our enemies. But they're very subtle. Or your average white person, if you broke down on the side of the road, they'll help you before our own people. All right. But you got to take heed of them. They're demons. They can never be trusted. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou wert a looking glass. All right. So through all of his fake smiles and smooth words, he's a devil. He has a forked tongue. And thou shalt know this rust have not altogether been wiped away. Set him not by thee. All right. So don't get in league with him. Don't vote for these people. Stay away from these people. All right. Stay away from all Edomites unless you're doing business and commerce with them at work. All right. Don't let him in your circle. Lest when he overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. And that's what these devils ultimately want to do. All right. They want world dominance of the planet Earth, but that's for Yahushua and his elect, man. Okay. Neither let him sit at thy right hand. No, don't be in our people. Oh, Lord loves all us. We all bleed red. All right. That shit will get you killed. Okay. That's not what the Spirit is saying to the churches. Lest he seek to take thy seat, and that's what he's trying to do. Take the blessing. All right. That Isaac gave Jacob. That's what he wants. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Okay. Who would pity a charmer when he's been? So who would pity a charmer that has been by a serpent? So all our people that believe in this democratic process, that believe in their accolades they get from these universities. All right. When this devil come down on all the black women that believe in this system, when all this shit come down on them, and this devil show his horns and turn on them, and we're gonna love it, and we're not gonna pity them when they're bitten by the serpent, because he is that serpent that you read about in Revelation in Genesis the 3rd chapter, or any such as come nigh the wild beast. All right, you don't play with no goddamn cobra, man, no fucking black mamba. Okay, a snake always gonna be a snake. It'll pass by you 10 days straight and don't bite your ass. You'll get acquainted with it thinking, oh, that snake don't bite. And one day he just up and inject fucking half a gallon of venom in your fucking ass, man. All right? That's how the so-called white man is. You never trust him. You never have him in your area. You wisdom is a defense. You drink these rivers of living water so you know how to deal with him. And when he get on the TV telling all his lies, man, you know how to take the meat from the bone, man. Okay? I got a good precept about that. What I just said. The Lord protect us through his Spirit. Because our people believe whatever they see this devil say on TV. I was talking about on TV today. And we actually was talking about this, and she was like, yeah, people committing all these crimes because of the internet. You know, she believe it. She believes whatever she sees on TV, you know? All right, this is anything they tell her. She the one who got 3-4 jabs and shit. They believe this devil, all right, to their own demise. But he can't deceive the elect. The elect can't be deceived. All right. This is Job 36:15. He delivered the poor in his affliction. We're in affliction right now, but the Lord is going to deliver us out of this thing, Maki. If we hold fast, we have the victory. And open their ears in oppression. See, if your ears are open in oppression, all right, what we're in right now, you can't be deceived. Opening your ears means the Lord gives you understanding. All right. You can read between the lines, and you have night vision goggles on in this dark, perverse world. And the dark, perverse world represents nothing but lies and fallacies. And the Lord opens our ears and give us eyes to see where we could weed through the bullshit. We could take the meat off the bone. We could decipher what's the truth and what's lies. And what the Lord say, he does that in our affliction. While we are being oppressed, the Lord is building us up, turning us into spiritual juggernauts, and it's a defense to us. And he opened their ears in oppression. Your ears open in oppression means you have the understanding and you can't be deceived. While this devil is doing all these things, the elect, we know what we see. All right? We know what we see. Lord has made it clear and crystal to us what's going on. Okay? He rolled out this new currency. We're not going to get that charagma, that chip, because the Lord told us what would happen if we get it, man. Okay. So we are those lights in the darkness, and we can see in this pit. Okay. Abaratazar, we those men. All right. This is I'm looking for second Ezra. What's going on? All right, gotcha. It's first Ezra. Where's second Ezra? All right, here we go. Second Ezra, 11. I'm gonna go straight to the point. In 40, okay. For the fourth king, talking about ancient Rome, and we're in Rome revised. The wound was healed. All right. EU, America, NATO. Okay. So he's back and overcame all the beasts that were passed. All right. So-called white man reigned supreme on the planet Earth amongst all the nations and had power over the world with great fearfulness. All right. So-called white man is ruling the world. All right. This Roman red dragon, all right, is ruling the world through America, EU, and NATO. Okay. And over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. You see, and the way he oppressed you is through information first and foremost, not his sword, because he can have his sword on you like in Chateau slavery. Long as they had us in chains and was beating us with whips, they hadn't broken us yet. But once they broke us, they took the chains over us and they had our minds. They was like, man, we can let these niggas go. They're not gonna try to leave no more. They think they're Americans now. All right. So the mental oppression is a million times worse than the physical oppression. All right. So he's ruled the earth by darkening the minds of the simpletons, manipulating it. It's really witchcraft. Okay. And over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. And that's why he shut down the internet, so he could only put his information in, so he could pollute you. All right. So you could think like him, so you could become one with the machine. He's going to unite him and upload you to his database. Okay. You're going to be like the movie The Matrix, plugged to his system. And you're going to be an abominable fifth like he is. And so long time dwelt on the earth with deceit. All right. You're going to be part of that deceit. You're going to be calling evil good and good evil. All right. You're not going to know. You're going to be reprobate. You're not going to know the truth from lies. All right. And for him to implement that, he got to get the man with the truth. All right. Off of the internet. That's what it's about. Shutting down this internet so we can stop these troublemakers, as they call us, from spreading their lies, which is the truth. What they call lies is the truth. Okay. Vocab say we're teaching lies. All right. He's a part of that beast system, pushing out lies. All right. And what does darkness do when it gets around light? It attacks it. All right. So this is 2 Ezra 9:20. So I considered the world and behold the peril because of the devices that would come into it. All right. And that's what's going on. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. All right. This devil's device is to educate you. He wants to educate you. It's against the law to not put your children in his schools. What do he want your children? School is a device. His educational industrial complex is a device. So him shutting down the internet is strategic because if you have the liberty to go on these different platforms like you want, and you bump into the prophets, your understanding gets open. If you bump into one of those doomsday prepper so-called truthers, and they're bringing out good information that makes sense, you start looking at this government like it's ill. All right. So his device is to shut down the internet. That's one of his many devices. Okay. That's one of his many devices. Okay. He loves to oppress. All right. I'm gonna get that precept that was talking about Ephraim. He wants to oppress you, and he wants your children. He wants all your children to be homosexuals and lesbians. All right. And atheists. All right. He wants this to be Sodom all over again, Egypt all over again. When you read Genesis, the 11th chapter, he wants to build that Tower of Babel up to heaven and have that one world order. That's his enterprise. And that very mail made what happened with that radio frequency identification technology. Bear with me. Let me get this precept. All right, I'm gonna leave off on this one. Okay, this is Hosea chapter 12, verse 7. It is written, he is a merchant, right? He's a businessman, all right? The way he's gonna bring in his mark of the beast is through currency, business and commerce. That chip is going to be implemented through buy, sell, and trade, okay? Through traffic, okay? The balance of deceit is in his hands, all right? He's all about teaching lies. It said he was alive, a murderer from the beginning, and he's the father of lies. So-called white man is the father of lies, all right? You shall not surely die. What he told Eve, he know if you eat it, you shall not surely die, but you're going to die a spiritual death. All right? The immortal gene that the Lord took away from us is going to be taken away from you, man. He played you. He lied. He wrapped a little bit of truth with the lie. Those are the best liars. The ones that a bold-faced lie really don't make it on most people. You got to be real simple to take a bold-faced lie. But when you wrap a little truth in with a lie, you get people. You can deceive the best of them. He is a merchant. The balance of deceit are in his hand. He loveth to oppress. Now, this time about what Ephraim was going on, but liking that to the so-called white man. All right, that's what he's going to do. Let's find out. He's going to roll out this new system, shut down the internet to deceive you and to oppress you more and more and more. That's what it's all about, okay? That's what it's all about. All right? That's the times we're living in. All right, brother got some fire precepts. Shalom, beloved. Isaiah 29:20, for the terrible one is brought to naught. Yeah. But before he's brought to naught, he gonna have one last hoorah. All right, he's gonna fulfill that enterprise because that charagma will come forth. He will fulfill that enterprise. But that's when the Lord gonna bring his ass down when he starts saying peace and safety. And the scorner is consumed, and all their watch iniquity are cut off. All right, and we're living at the end of an eon. All right, it's time for when they 2 Ezra the 6th chapter. Jacob held fell to Esau's. The end of the world is. Let me get it. I was about to mangle it. All right. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. Esau is the end and Jacob is the beginning that follow. All right. The way they were born was like a similitude or something. Okay, it was metaphoric. This is 2nd Ezra 6:9. This is how we know we're at the end of Esau's power. All right, 2nd Ezra 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world. All right, so we're at the end of the world, but at the end is going to be a great World War III. It's going to be a lot of bloodshed. It's going to be him showing power that's never been seen on the planet Earth since the Earth has been in rotation and since humans been on the planet Earth. All right, he's going to have a last hoorah. Okay, and our great king going to come out of the thicket and take his ass down. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of it that followed. That's why we are holding his heel. Well, why was Jacob holding his heel when he came out of his mother's belly? Because he was pulling him out of power. All right, that was a similitude of him pulling him out of power. Okay, so the way we're pulling him out of power right now is through the Spirit by the foolishness of preaching and teaching. All right, cry aloud, spare not. All right, expose this devil. Okay, call him a liar to his face, week in and week out. Do sit downs on him, condemn him. All right, we're like a DA. The prophets is like a DA. We are bringing all his charges up against him. All right, we're condemning him through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai and exposing him. All right. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh thy power, that I will send a famine in the land. And that's what's going to happen when the internet is cut off. We're going to be out by the time that internet is shut off, we're going to be off the grid. Okay. Pilgrims in the earth. They're going to be, and we're going to be infamous. All right. We're going to be famous, but yet we're going to be deemed criminals. All right. They're going to be coming after us. They're going to have bounties on our head. Okay. Not a famine of bread. Nope, nor of thirst of water, but hearing the words of Yahweh. And the only people that got it is the prophets, man. So once the internet is shut down and the prophets off the block, that famine of the word instituted, and we're going to be a full-fledged Jacob's trouble. And oh my, it's going, hey, we're going to know who the Lord's chosen in during that time. All right, and it's here upon us. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even unto the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. You see, because while salvation was extended to them, they loathed the Lord. Let's see why they're going to be going to and fro. This is why. Because they didn't take advantage of the time of grace. They're going to want to seek, when they go seeking it to and fro and can't find it, that grace period going to be over. All right? This is 2nd Ezra 9 and 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they have cast them away despitely, shall dwell in torment. See? It's a lot. I gotta blow my nose. So they cast Yahweh Shema Shai's words away despitely. So they're going to be in torments. But when they're in those torments, they're going to be wanting to hear the word. You see, that's not faith. The only reason you want to come to the Lord is because that fire is on your ass. But you're going to look for mercy and won't find it. Right now, if you want mercy, now is the time to come beg for it. But such in their lives receive benefits and have not known me. All right? They were going to and fro, working, doing business and commerce, putting up Christmas trees. But the prophets are out prophesying, and you ride past them laughing and scoffing. And they that have loathed my law. Oh, shit. Here go them niggas talking that Israelite shit again. Shut the fuck up, Sharif. That's how they deal with us, brothers, okay? They don't want to hear. They loathe the law. Hey, man, you can't eat pork. No, man, I'm going to eat my pork, okay? While they yet had liberty, you see? They have the liberty right now to seek the Lord and come get this thing of ours, okay? And when yet place of repentance was open to them, they understood not, but despised it. So when you go here, the precept you just brought out over here in Amos 8, to say they will look for in verse 12, okay, and they shall wander from sea to sea and from north even to the from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro and seek the word of the Lord and should not find it, because when place of repentance was extended to them, they rejected it. All right, grace is not forever. Grace is not perpetual. All right, when your if you paying rent and your landlord give you a grace period to get the money in, that's not perpetual. That's not forever. He might give you a week or two to go get that money. All right. And you got to make it right with him within that time that's given to you. That's how it is with us getting the salvation. The Lord has given us a grace period where the law can't overtake us because the law is against us. The law kills. The letter killeth. So the Lord has taken that sting of death that the law brings, all right, and has given us a grace period to get right with him. But you can't be loathing the law and rejecting the law's doctrine. And then when the Lord let the law preside over the people again, when it's in full effect, now you want grace and mercy. No, it don't work like that. Okay? And we're coming to the time where once the internet shut down, man, the place of repentance is no longer going to be extended. Where the Lord, let me get that precept. Where the Lord say, my hand is stretched out still. Where that precept at? It's not going to be stretched out for long, man. Isaiah 1. Bear with me. He said, my hand is stretched out still. Bear with me. Where's that precept? Bear with me. That precept. I thought it was in 1. I'm getting on my other arm, looking for the precept on my phone. I can bear with me. Well, I was wrong. All right. It's 5. It's 5. Salakia. All right. All right. Yeah. All right. Now, this is the Lord giving us warning, but he's saying, as long as his hand stretched out, we have a chance for that mercy. This is Isaiah 5 and 25. All right. I'm going to start at verse 22. Woe to them that are mighty to drink wine and men of strength to mingle strong drink. That's mean partaking in these philosophies here in America. Hip hop is a philosophy. YOLO, that's a philosophy. All right. You only live once. Those are philosophies of the heathen. That's wayward wine. All right. The Lord said destruction to men that think on that frequency, which justify the wicked for reward. Free Tutu just killed. Free Tulu. Tulu just killed 8 niggas. They justify the reward. Nigga just went and grape somebody's mother and nigga makes t-shirts talking about free him. No matter what he's done. All right. Justifying the wicked. Okay. And take away the righteousness of the righteous from him. And then the men of the Lord is out here doing what's right. You're calling them pedophiles. All right. You're saying all manner of wickedness against them, lying on them. All right. You don't think the Lord is going to visit you for these things? Therefore, as the fire devoureth the stubble and the flame consumeth the chaff, all right, this is the Lord being poetic right here. He telling you how he going to fuck you up. So their roots shall be as rottenness, and their blossoms shall go up as the dust. Lord going to fuck some shit up, bro. This is poetic. Lord being graphic. All right. This is poetry in motion, bro. As a root shall be as rottenness. God damn. And their blossoms should go up as dust. So the beauty of a flower is the blossom should go up as dust. All right. It's just going to be chaff in the wind. All right.
because we have cast away the law of the Lord of hosts. Yep, that's what our people do. They loathe it and despise the word of the Holy One of Israel. And how do you despise his word? When you reject his prophets? That's Luke the 10th chapter. It's John the 10th chapter of Luke, one of them. Therefore is the anger of the Lord kindled against his people, and he has stretched forth his hand against them, and have smitten them, and the hills did tremble, and their carcasses was torn in the midst of the streets. For all this, his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. And you see all these things that happen in our people in the ghettos of America, getting slaved, children getting their heads knocked off, great women getting diabolical diseases, men getting diabolical diseases. All these things is because high blood pressure, sugar diabetes, all right? Just everything bad. All these curses cleaving to our people. The Lord say his hand is stretched out still. The Lord, when his internet is shut and the Lord take his prophets out, the block, his hand is no longer going to be stretched out. That's going to be a wrap. It ain't going to be no rule. It's going to be no chance of getting mercy any fucking more. Okay? It's going to be over with. So that's why you have to seek the Lord where he may be found. And that time is dwindling. So with that, I'm a write this out. This was edifying to the hearers, and we get infinite honors to my heavenly Father, my great King, Yahweh Bashim, I was shy by Shem Harakakadash. Double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone. And salutation to my fellow ladies of the Mashak Yahweh Shah, Kwam Yasharala, Abba.